Well, you missed it. Well, you didn't. I've got pictures, but I didn't manage to get any video. Down there in the bay, and the standard lens is not wide enough, so I need to get my wide angle lens on down here. But I just love this coastline, this rugged coastline that goes out to the massive breakwater out at Holyhead. Morning. Morning. So good morning, hello, and welcome to another one. I am somewhere very different. Parked up overnight last night in a nice quiet little roadside parking, and decided this morning, after I eventually got up and had some breakfast, to come for a bit of a walk. I didn't get up early. It's the wrong time of year for getting up early. It's way too early, but I'm at this foundry or something at the moment. But my plan is I'm heading up over the back there, so I'm going up over that hill and I'm heading over to North Stack. I've seen it before, but I've never actually been there. So that's my plan for this morning, once I've had a little look around here and use the toilets. So there, come on with me, let's go and have a look and see what we can find. So just as I was walking along here, I noticed a lovely little window just over there, and there's two little trees either side of it, and it sort of frames it. And I took a shot of this window up here as well. I just like them, they look a bit fairy tale like, quite interesting. I know they're not really sort of top landscape subjects, but I just think it's pretty cool. So yeah, that's my first plan. And there is actually a memorial here as well, and it's a plane crash. It's a B-24J, which was crashed at North Stack, 22nd of December 1944. But yeah, it's a bit of a memorial, so yeah, I'd like to just mention that on the video just to let you know what's around. Well, this is looking very interesting. I know the conditions are not right. I know that you need something going on down here, but I just love this coastline, this rugged coastline that goes out to the massive breakwater out at Holyhead. I've been down there before, and I was kind of planning on doing that this morning, but I decided to come up to North Stack instead. And I'm sweating. It is uphill, it's quite steep. But on the right conditions, I think this will be stunning. And where I've parked, this is going to be a beautiful walk. So this is a place I will definitely be coming back to and exploring. But I'm going to head up this way, and there's a path that comes back down the other side along the cliff edge. So I want to do that. But yeah, I've taken a couple of shots of that handheld. Obviously, I've only got a tiny weeny tripod to try and keep the weight down because it is all uphill. But that has got a really nice shape to that coast. And I've never seen an image from here, personally. So yeah, watch this space. I will be back and hopefully get some crashing waves winter time. That'd be good in the winter, wouldn't it? Definitely be good. Oh, here we go, uphill. So I've come up onto this little pinnacle of a spot, looking back down again that way, but I've come up here and I can actually now see North Stack right down there in that bottom corner, which is pretty awesome. It's a little lighthouse that's right down there, and yeah, it's not the fanciest of lighthouses, but it's definitely a place to go to. And like I say, I can see the path coming back along the coastal line as well, and there's a little hut down there which looks like an interesting shot. But this coast is beautiful looking, absolutely beautiful. I can't believe I've never been up on this bit before. I really can't. It's so yeah, it's so different. So I've just come around this corner, and there's a walk down the path. South Stack's just suddenly appeared from out my left-hand vision, and it looks pretty awesome. And the light's still flashing. I'm not quite sure why the light's flashing, but I assume it's because there's some sea mist out there. So right out to sea, obviously where they're using the protection, they've still got the light on, which is a bit weird. Not unless you've got to turn it off. But yeah, that's quite cool seeing it from a different direction like that. I might even just take a shot of it, just a bit of a memory shot, but it looks pretty good, that. I take it North Stack is just down here, so I'm nearly there. So I've made it to North Stack, and the standard lens is not wide enough, so I need to get my wide angle lens on to get a shot of this, because it looks really good. Again, I don't need the tripod, we've got plenty of light. I'm starting to use my tripod a lot less these days because of the image stabilizing. The cameras are so good, it just means I can just take the shot and not worry about it. So yes, tripods are becoming a thing only needed when necessary, you know, when you need to sort of compose and put filters on and stuff like that. So handheld shot, going a bit wide with this, standard ISO 125, aperture priority f8, and we're going to get a shot of this because you've got the lovely lighthouse, you've got this light white stone wall, and you've got the little island and the colours in the rocks. You've got oranges and pinks and purples and everything in the rocks. It looks great. So even with the wide angle lens on, I'm not able to get it all in because it's really wide. So I've had to shoot a bit of a panoramic. So I've tried a nice simple handheld panoramic, just panning round on my axis, using my hips, just twisting the hips and trying to keep the camera nice and level, watching the horizon line rather than watching the image I was taking, to try and keep the horizon all in the same place. It should work. Also, there's a couple of seals down in the bay, so I'm going to put the longer lens on just to see if I can get them pop up next to the little island down there, just for something a bit different, just for a bit of a play with the camera. So let's see if I can manage that, and then I'm going to have some lunch. I think time for an apple and a banana and a drop of water. So I'm actually down at North Slack now. This is the lighthouse. Not much of a lighthouse, there's no light there as such. I don't know if it was designed in a slightly different way or whether it even is a lighthouse being North Slack. But what's attracted me is these purpley blue flowers, and I've tried to get a sort of bed of these flowers with that little white building behind it. Not sure if it works or not. I've actually come out again with my dark glasses on, so it's not that easy. And what I am intrigued in is looking out at the sea mist, and there's definitely a mist out there. You've got the Stanner lines going over there at the moment. One's going out, one's coming in, and they're sort of hazed out, and you've got the coastline which is hazed out, and it looks really quite interesting, but I don't know whether it makes a good shot, so I might just take a couple of that because I like that slightly sort of minimalistic feel to it. But this is really pretty with these blue flowers. I'm just not sure I can make something of it. I'll try. Well, you missed it. Well, you didn't. I've got pictures, but I didn't manage to get any video. Down there in the bay, actually there is. Let me just spin you around. The surfers are coming back. So down there in the bay, there are some, not surfers, there are some kayakers which are down there. And the seals are following them. And right down here somewhere, if I can get zoomed in on them, focus on them, down there, there are 3 at the moment. There was 5, but there's 3 seals swimming around down in that bay, which is pretty cool. But I'm not here to be looking at them. I'm here to be taking pictures of them, and it's pretty awesome to see, I must admit. It really is awesome. But this is one hell of a cliff. It really is a long way down, and there's a cave underneath me as well, so I'm going to see if I can make my way around on this side here to have a look back at what we're looking at. But yeah, that's cool to see the wildlife. what's more is look at the haze coming in now over the back there with South Stack, and that's why it's got its light on, because you've got this real eerie spooky haze coming in, and I really do like the way this is doing this. Just coming over the top of the cliff there, you can just see it rolling in a little bit, but that really is giving a really sort of spooky, mysteriously fantasy feel to the image. So yeah, I'm gonna hang around here for a little bit and just see what happens. What an amazing little shot this is. I've just walked up to this wall and I got my phone out just to have a bit of a look, and the triangle, the V in this, with this little building and this blue hazy sky behind it. What makes this image so nice is these purple, is it sea thrists, the pink ones, and then you've got all these little yellow, whatever they are. It just looks absolutely stunning, so picturesque and colourful with these. But the plan is now to head down the side of this wall and see if I can get down a little bit closer. Obviously got to take it easy, keep next to the side of the wall because the cliff is a long way down and it's very straight. But this is very pretty. But yeah, I think the time of year being here as well, and all the colours are out, is really nice. So yeah, getting to the end of the video, but a few more photos coming up, definitely of this, because the light is just absolutely fantastic on this. Well worth the walk. This is amazing. The actual colours, the lines and everything, looking back to this big like cave opening down here, and all these lines and the oranges and the algae and the rocks and the pink flowers and the white walls, is just absolutely beautiful. I think I'm getting a couple of really nice, almost unique sort of images, especially unique to myself, but they are really pretty, and I'm ever so glad that I've come down here. And the day, I know I don't like the nice sunlight, but this sunlight is definitely working to make this pop and make this interesting. You can just look at this big cave and all these lines go in this way up to those little buildings, and there's cloud in the sky, enough cloud and texture up there to not be blue. This is really good. I like this, and I've got to remember to stay away from the edge though. Definitely remember to stay away from the edge, because no one's going to know I'm down there. So I think this is the end. I think we just had a couple of jet skis turn up. So with these jet skis turning up, it's obviously frightened away the seals, but I've been having a look at the seals, trying to get a few birds in flight as well while I sat there and had my lunch, and not successful at all. Not in one slightest hope. I'll put a couple of blurred ones up so you can see them, but yeah, this little cave system and these lines and the pinks and the flowers, and it just looks absolutely amazing. Before I go, I'm just going to show you the foghorn, and then I'm going to check on out and make my way back. So I tried to get a shot of this as well, with these lovely leading lines leading up to the foghorn thing, and there it is. Look at that foghorn. If I zoom in on it, you can see that that's got to be where it pumps out all the sound leading out to the ocean and out. It's probably, or obviously to protect people running in aground, but that's the view you got. It's pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. with my battery fading, and I'm gonna have to make my way back at least to the van, because it's definitely got to be coffee time now. And this place is just absolutely phenomenal. I think I'm going to take the last photograph here actually, as I stopped and looked back. I just love these walls leading out. The little gate over there is open. You've got these little patches of Seas Thrift, I think it is. South Stack over in the distance. I'm going to get the last shot here, wide angle lens, and then I'm going to say goodbye. If you enjoyed this, please give us that thumbs up. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Tell your friends, share the video, and I hope this has been a bit of a different adventure, somewhere very, very different that I've not been to before, and I will definitely be coming back. This is amazing, beautiful, and in different conditions this could be right weird. But yeah, what a fantastic little place. North Stack, check it out. See you soon guys, ciao for now, and yeah, tell me what your best picture is, what your favourite is, what did you like the most from the video, and I'm definitely off. Ta-da, see you soon. Wow, so happy.